Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Freshwater Scrub. And in today's video, I will be talking about the more, sciencey part of fish keeping, and of course, I'm talking about water parameters. Water parameters are basically the chemical properties of your aquarium's water. They are a lot less clear, a lot less apparent, and a lot harder to understand than many other aspects of fish keeping, but they are crucial information that you need to know if you want your aquarium to be a success, and that is why, I am gonna teach you more about water parameters today. Now at this point, you are probably wondering, why is water parameters so important? Now, water parameters are basically like a dictionary of your aquarium. By understanding water parameters, you can better understand and monitor what is going on in your aquarium. This is useful in many occasions. For example, maybe there's an algae outbreak in your aquarium, or maybe your fish is getting sick. Perhaps your aquarium water is turning green or cloudy. By understanding and knowing the water parameters in your aquarium, you can most likely figure out the cause of these phenomena and, which can help you solve and prevent them in the future. Water parameters is also an important factor to consider when you are buying new fish for your aquarium, since different fish have different preferences on water parameters, and you want to make sure that, the water parameters in your aquarium fits what the fish prefers. Okay, so now that we have a rough idea of what water parameters are and why they are important, I will explain to you the different types of water parameters. So firstly, we have the nitrogen cycle water parameters. Now, as I talked about in my previous video, they are ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. These are toxins produced by your fish's waste, and monitoring the amount of them in your aquarium's water is very important, as if you have too much of them in your aquarium's water, it's not good for the fish's health. Now secondly, we have water pH. Now pH is the measurement of how acidic or alkaline your aquarium water is. The chart goes from 0 to 14, and in the middle, 7 is neutral, and anything below 7 is acidic, and anything above 7 is alkaline. This is an important, aspect to know, as different fish prefer different pH. And it's important to, make sure that the pH in your aquarium matches the fish's preference. Thirdly, we have water hardness. Now, water hardness is the measurement of how much dissolved minerals is in your aquarium's water. Soft water have little to no dissolved minerals in them, and hard water have, quite a bit of dissolved minerals in them. This is also an important thing to know, as some fish like softer water and some fish likes harder water. Now, of course, these three are the main water parameters. There are a lot more out there, such as, phosphate level, or if you are keeping plants, you might have to worry about different nutrient levels, such as iron, or some other dissolved minerals. But, most of the time, you only have to worry about these three, which is the nitrogen cycle water parameters, pH, and water hardness. Now, I believe some of you must be curious about, how do you know the water parameters of your aquarium? And that is when the water test kits come in, and I really recommend that everybody get one of those, because they will really come in handy in, pretty much every single situation, and I'll demonstrate how you usually use water test kits. What is this? As I mentioned, it is a master test kit by API. This one is for freshwater aquarium, because I have freshwater fish. Now, what this is basically it comes in a container like this, and you see they all have all of these bottles, and here's a test tube in here that can, basically help you find out different water parameters of your aquarium. Now, this test kit, it tests for, I'm not sure if you can see it, it tests for pH. It has two pH tests because one is for lower and one is for higher. It also tests for ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. And well, obviously that is the nitrogen cycle water parameters. So how you use this, so you see you have different solutions like this. You basically get, well, as you can see, it comes with these test tube, and you can see there's a line right here. And basically, you fill the test tube with the water from your aquarium up to this line. Well, let me just go do. And okay, so I've gone and fill up the test tube to the line, and I'll demonstrate how you use this. So look, so we have the test tube, and also you have the bottles right here, and these are the solutions that you want to put into the test tube to, well, basically find out what the water parameters are. I'm just gonna test pH to demonstrate, but you also have many different solutions as you can see, and you basically follow the instructions either on this little booklet over here or on the bottle. As you can see, it says here that you add 3 drops of these pH solution into the bottle, and afterwards you would shake it for like 30 seconds and then let it stay put for about 5 minutes, and then you can match the color in your test tube to the chart over here. So I'm just going to do that right now. So pH bottle, I'm gonna go open the cap. You be careful because those solutions can be dangerous sometimes. So I'm gonna add them carefully into the bottle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's enough. So I will close the bottle cap, and I'll put on this tiny lid that comes with the test tube, and I would shake it for the solution to dissolve into the water. This might take a second. Alright, so I have shook the bottle for, well, about 30 seconds, and as you can see, the colors in the bottles are starting to develop, and you can just leave it here for a few minutes until it stabilizes, and then again match it to the booklet over here. So, well, I'm just gonna do just that. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so that have been a few minutes. And well, let's take the bottle. Oh, whoops, be careful with these. That's why you have the lid right here. So you take the bottle, and of course you have the color chart over here. And since we're testing for pH, we're gonna match the bottle to the pH chart over here. And well, let's see which one is closest. It might be kind of hard to tell on camera. I think it's around... Oh, wait, let me just hold this differently so you guys can see as well. I think it's around, I would say 7 to 6.8, which is, well, quite good. Most fish, most fish, as long as you stay around this area, maybe you can go a bit above 7 or a bit below 7. You're usually fine. So, well, since there aren't any fish in here currently, that doesn't really matter. But after I get fish, I will be sure to check on it more. And that's basically it for today's video. And obviously, there's tests here. You can test for nitrite. There is ammonia. And there should be a nitrate. Oh, wait, no. And there's a nitrite bottle. So you can test for many, many different water parameters. And there's also one that is for saltwater aquarium, and I'm pretty sure there is also a one for pond aquarium. So, well, that's it for today's video. Well, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.